In this video, I can only use players whose surname is a common first name. I've taken over Everton, got rid of all their players and built a completely new team with the pre-game editor. Now before I show you the squad, let me give you a quick rundown of the rules of this challenge. The players eligible for this challenge need to have a first name and a surname, so no players like Marquinhos or Ederson. The surnames need to be a relatively common first name. And finally, I can only play one season. We'll mainly be using a 4-3-3. Our forward line will be headed up by Tammy Abraham, a man who's got a point to prove in the Premier League. He'll be flanked by Jonathan David and João Felix, exciting young players with a lot of creativity and danger. Our midfield three will have a lot of solidity with Arnold and Zakaria, while Luis Alberto will provide an attacking impulse. We've got a great back four, covered by the Spanish goalkeeper Unai Simon. But the highlight is our leader, our captain, and the player I trust will have a great season, Reece James. Finally, our bench is filled with quality players, ready to make Premier League history. So can this team with first names only shock the nation? Our first game is against Southampton away, so let's find out. The nerves were high, but our boys managed to put up a dominant performance against Southampton, beating them 2-0 away. The tone was set for the season, so let's see if we can keep this up. The first couple of results were decent, if not a bit inconsistent. Wins against Wolves and Leicester were combined with draws against Leeds and a tough defeat against Manchester United. That did put us in 5th, so a pretty promising start. Up next was our first real challenge, away against 3rd place Arsenal. A horrendous start as Saliba heads in within the first minute, but we managed to equalize through our top striker Abraham, who slots one in. Trying to hang on until half-time, Zakaria's mistake leads to Arsenal taking the lead once again. Luckily we have our hero Abraham to save the day once again. The margins were tight, but unfortunately a late goal from Nelson sends us home with 0 points. A tough defeat to take, but we've shown that we can make it difficult for a team like Arsenal, so I've still got my hopes up high. Especially with Abraham coming into some crazy early season form. 5 goals in 6 games. Forget about Haaland, we've got the best striker. But I might have to regret what I said about Haaland, because after a draw, a win and a disappointing loss against Fulham, we're facing top of the league Manchester City. Oh no. Oh, Haaland as well. Wait, do you smell a comeback? Just when you thought the season might be turning for the worst, our boys win against the top of the league. Something special might be happening here. Oh, come on. In the games leading up to the World Cup, the only thing consistent about our game is inconsistency. Win against Spurs, lose back-to-back to Liverpool and Newcastle. Some good performances against Brentford and Blackburn set us up nicely for our final game before the break, a crucial one at home against Chelsea. The game can be described in 3 words. Tammy, bloody, Abraham. This man is a saint. That leaves us in 6th, 5 points away from those Champions League places before heading into the break. Let me know in the comments down below where you think we'll end up. And while you're down there, you can tap that like button. We're at the end of January and I think I might be going colorblind. Cause all I see is green, baby. We've managed to win every single game after the World Cup break, except for a little misstep against Leeds. We've even managed to get to the EFL Cup final, which we didn't even target. Let's keep this up, boys. It's the day of the EFL Cup final, and I'm ready to win a trophy. Some more inconsistent results has seen us drop into 6th, but I know that a cup win here will put us back on track. Leeds have been a bit of a bogey team for us, with a draw and a loss, so we'll have to be at the top of our game to win this trophy. We get off to a great start with João Felix giving us the lead. But Leeds won't go down easily, equalizing in the second half. Luckily we have a god amongst men. Abraham gives us the lead. And with a penalty from Jonathan David and a second goal from João Felix, we've won our first trophy. But the focus is still on the league, so let's show them the real power of first names. Winning the EFL Cup gave us some excellent motivation to go on a good run in the league. This propelled us into 4th, with a 4-point lead to Manchester United. The gap to first place might be a bit too much, but we're gonna give it our all. That starts with the Merseyside derby, away to Liverpool. That's it, boys, let's go! Oh, come on. You know what? Henderson, really? Henderson again? Well, we had higher XG, so yeah. After that humiliating defeat, top spot can be forgotten. But we'll have to fight with everything that we've got to keep those Champions League places. And that's exactly what we did. 3 wins from 3, and all of them dominating wins. Which leaves us with a 10-point lead with only 4 games to go. And luckily, our next opponent is the team below us, Manchester United. Win this, and we've got our Champions League place. And we weren't gonna let it slip now. Luis Alberto gives us the lead in the first half. And while everyone was expecting a Tammy Abraham masterclass, it was Luis Alberto that seals the deal. And there we have it, Everton qualify for the Champions League. Let me know in the comments down below if you think you can do better in this first names challenge. And hey, maybe I could have made a better tactic. Check out this video where I try to use an AI to make even better FM tactics and transfers. And while we didn't win the league, at least Abraham will be the top scorer, right? Oh, for the love of...